And we will now pass on to finish our afternoon. Mike is back on. Thank you, Mike.
What I was going to do this afternoon is going to be a bit different from what we did earlier on. This is actually a format that has been developed and which I'm going to try with you, which is mainly based on peer exchange. So what we're going to do is try to make sure that each of you has something that you are puzzled about or worried about or would like to have some answers to, and then use your peers from the industry as temporary consultants. The basic idea is that if you look at any meeting, a lot of the interaction is one way, and which is really not actual interaction, but is mainly one-way action. And that's a bit of a pity, because there's a lot of knowledge around in any meeting room with people from a specific industry or from any economic area, and they often get little opportunity to exchange amongst themselves only, or they get the opportunity only really during the breaks. That's quite a waste, in my view. So we're going to do it differently. And to start with that, could you all once again stand up and just imagine that there is an axis running across the meeting room here, and it starts over there with 0 years of experience in the meetings industry, and it ends over there with a great many. And I don't know how many, because we're going to find out who's going to end up at the far end there as the person with the largest number of years experience. So could you place yourself on this axis, please? And just find out amongst yourselves who's supposed to be where. Yeah, there's an axis, Samantha. There's an axis here. Starts over there with no experience at all in the meetings industry.
Right.
And it ends somewhere over here with, I don't know, 25, 15, 20, I don't know how many.
Is it age related?
No, it's not age related. Okay, we more or less, yeah, divide it. Okay, so we've got a couple of people here, senior ICCA officials. How many years experience? About 20, just over 20 somewhere. We've got a couple of people here who are completely new, 0 years of experience. How long ago did you join the meetings industry?
This is my fourth day.
Fourth day. You see, that's the real spirit for professional development. Well done. You're into it 3 months there? We heard this morning, you're?
About 6 months.
6 months, okay, so really, really new. So here on average, what do we have? 12 years. Okay, so we've got about, let's say, 50 people with on average about 12 years of experience, 600 years of experience represented here in this room, okay? So instead of only talking with one person who can have maybe 20 years of experience, you can talk now with a group of people who on average, have maybe 10, 12 years of experience. If you multiply that by 6, instead of having just 10 years of experience, you're talking about 70 years of experience. If you're going to consult, that's what we're going to do now. Before we sit down, I would like each of you once again to take just a couple of seconds and think of something you're struggling with and for which you would like to have an answer. A specific question, professional question, which is about anything that you encounter in your professional field and that you have been struggling with for some time and that you would like to share just to get some ideas from people who are in the same industry and just may have different experiences. You know, you may be lucky, end up with Peter at your table, and you get a lot of valuable information. Or you may be lucky and get somebody who's completely new and fresh and knows little about the meetings industry, but has all sorts of wild ideas that may be extremely useful for you. So the very fact that there is this great diversity is an enormous potential for thinking up solutions to your specific problem. So take an issue that you would like to raise, and then I'll tell you how we're actually going to do the session so that you get some answers. Okay? Take some time. Have you all got something? Who's still looking? Think a bit harder. Don't share it yet. Okay? You've got something? The two of you? Yeah? You've got something? Okay, good. Now, my next question is, once again, to do a line-up, but this time the axis is. Over there, it's really easy. You feel very comfortable with this. It's just something that you would like to discuss, but it's not out of your comfort zone. So this is sort of, you know, sit at the campfire, just have a chat. Over there, this is something which really, having to solve this really takes you out of your comfort zone. This is a major challenge. This is the jungle with hairy spiders and venomous snakes sort of environment where you're in if you need to work on this challenge. Okay? So once again, position yourself on this axis, really comfortable, way out of your comfort zone. So let's say on a scale from 1 to 10, most people have taken something which is more or less a 4 or a 5, right? And a couple of people have actually taken something which is less challenging than that. Whereas people over there, you're at an 8 or a 9 on a scale from 1 to 10. Yeah, really challenging. Yeah. And is your position there, is it just inertia or, yeah, okay. Okay, so what we're going to do next is I'll group you around these tables, and when you're seated, I'll tell you a bit more on exactly how we're going to do this. The point is, with this session, the more you share, the more you get. So the better you are at sharing at your table the real issue that is at your heart, the more you will get the other people in a virtual spiral of trust and sharing more ideas. So this is a really good moment to check in any sort of group you work with how well trust works. And trust is like the grease of any sort of society and organization. If trust is low, nothing's happening. I live in southern Italy. I can share a lot about this tonight during dinner. If trust is high, what is called the transaction cost of anything that needs to happen is low. So you get a lot out of other people. Share your real thoughts, share your real concerns, and you will get a better reply from the people at your table. So at the same time, it's not about being gooey. It's really about getting a solution for the issue that you have. You put it up, and you ask the other people to come up with something useful for you. When you do that, resist the temptation of responding immediately. Once again, just get the ideas out. You're going to have little time. There's 6 minutes for each of your challenges in turn at each table, which means you're not having a lot of time. Don't start discussing the ideas. Just take them in, take them away, and when you're at home, appreciate them, assess them, value them. Use the time you have with the people here to get the best ideas out of them. Ask them to explain better. ask them to tell you why. Ask them to give more detail. But don't start discussing the solution. Okay? That's how you get the most out of this session. The last thing is also, some of you are still very much in your comfort zone. Take the opportunity to go out of your comfort zone just a little bit more. Once again, this will give you much more precious solutions. If you stay, once again, as in the previous session, if you stay where you already are and where you know that things are going to work, you're not going to get very many innovative, real solutions. Take it one step further. Allow the other people to tell you things that you don't know yet. Okay? So these are the rules of the game. Now we're going to fill up each table with exactly 6 people. Okay? Because we're running a bit behind schedule, so I'm going to make this group slightly smaller to recover some time. So just alphabetically, whose name starts with an A? First name. With an A? Okay. A's can start to sit here. Then you're joined by B's until there are 6. And then we go on to the next table. So who's with a B? Go and sit over here until we've got 6 people. Then we start the rest of the B's here, or C's. Do we still need one person here? Yeah? Okay. Then C, D. So, yeah? So as soon as we have 6 people here, we start filling up the next table. Is that a C or a D? D, okay. D.
I'm a D, but I'm going to get something.
Okay, so one place here is a D. You're a D? E, okay. E, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need one more person to come over here, please. Okay, that's full. So we're at an F, G. F, G, no G's. H. H, I, J, yeah, John, okay. As soon as we have 6 people, start filling up the next table. Okay, good. J, K, over here. Lots of K's there. Start filling up this one as well, because we easily have 6 people here. That's 6, yeah? Is that... Just count 6, then KL, M, MN, O, P here as well, Peter, yeah. Okay, 6 people. We go over here, the remaining bits and pieces go over here. Very kindly, thank you. You need one more person? Okay. Let me see. One more person over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could you stay there? Yeah, yeah. Okay, you've got 4. That means you get more consultancy time. Now, on each of the tables, you see this big piece of paper. Okay? Just clear your table and put the piece of paper on the table. The only thing you need are the markers. Spread it out over the table. Take some stuff off, put it on the floor, and just spread this out over the table so that you can use it. Yeah, so maybe you can cluster a bit more in one area and then put it like this so that everybody can write on it. Yeah, make sure that everybody can write on it so that you've got some paper lying in front of you. So maybe you should group a bit around here and put it like this. That'll be more effective. Like this? Like this. Yeah? And then move in a bit over here. Okay, are you all seated in such a way that you can write something on the paper? Yeah? You twist it 90 degrees. Just twist it, yeah? Turn it around 90 degrees. Okay, now you can all write something. You just move up a bit here. Okay. All tables ready? Now, what I'd like you to do is just in one sentence, write down the challenge on the piece of paper that you have in front of you, okay? With a felt pen or with a pencil, doesn't really matter. Just write it down in one sentence. Summarize your challenge in one quick sentence, or even just a couple of key words is okay. All at the same time. Okay. Who is not ready yet doing this? Now we're going to do something strange. Just bear with me. I'm going to ask all of you to actually give up, almost for adoption, by the group, your challenges. And we're going to do it like this. Please all stand up. And clockwise, just move one position. Yeah? So you end up where he is sitting, you end up where she's sitting. Just clockwise, move one position. Yeah, you have to go around all the table, yeah. Okay, is that clear to everybody? Has that worked? Lovely. Now we're going to get into the peer discussion. And it goes like this. Each of you gets 6 minutes of undivided attention of the rest of the group. So you can start anywhere you like. In front of your challenge, there is now somebody else. That person is going to read out your challenge. You're going to have just a quick minute, less than that. The shorter you need to give just a bit of explanation about your challenge so that the others can start giving you input. And then you just go. All of this will last 6 minutes. I'll call out the time. Once the time is up, we move to the next person. So you just start anywhere. We can start with you. You've got her challenge right now in front of you. You read out the challenge and you write down all of the ideas that are generated around the table so that everybody helps her solve her challenge. Okay? Is that clear to everybody? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Yep. The good thing is that she can focus entirely on what the other people are suggesting. She can ask for clarification. She doesn't have to take the notes. She's got this lovely colleague taking notes for her. And then at the end, take it home. Cut it out, take it home, look at it at home, and put into practice what you want. Is that clear to everybody? So you've got 4 people only, so you get a bit more time. I'll keep track of that. All of the others, you get 6 minutes each, and starting from now. So all tables, please stop the discussion. Raise your hands if you're ready. Each table, raise your hands when you're ready. Raise your hands when you're ready. Keep them up. Keep them up for a while. Everybody ready? Yeah? Okay, move on to the next person. You've got some more time. Time's up, so this round is concluded now. Now, instead of raising your hand, could you all raise yourselves, please, and stand up again? Okay, even though everybody's standing, the discussions still proceed. So, could you all go back to where you stood before you came to the tables? In the lineup, the second lineup you did with the comfort zone? Please regain that position. Remember where you were? Okay, now, the last thing, or the last but one thing I'm going to ask you to do is now think of, this was your position before you got the advice from your peers. Could you now please move to how challenging and how much out of your comfort zone your challenge now feels after having had this 6 minutes of advice? So just go and stand whether it's more or less challenging. Okay, now, this shift is the outcome of this session. It's just happened before my eyes and before your eyes as well. Most people have moved that way, so they've found some solutions, making the challenge easier. Some people, I think you moved the other way, which probably means that you're now more aware of how deep the challenge actually is. Yeah? But sometimes it is really very easy to show what the outcome in terms of content is from a session. This is the outcome, and the second result that you all have is the notes that you have on the piece of paper on the table. So, just by way of conclusion, could you all go back to your tables, cut it out with the scissors, and put it in your bag, take it home? That's the outcome for today. Thank you.